So
people keep thinking we're going to do the same one again, which is fair enough.
Even we're not that clever.
Yeah.
Cameron from Monkston says, is it Stacey Bushes? And Ben from Buckingham says, I know this one, and it is Stacey Bushes. So keep your answers coming in, and we'll update you more towards the end of the show.
Okay, we've got some other suggestions for naming the bar here. The Bottom of the Barrel comes from Paul Harris. The Dregs of Society. He also says consoling himself with chocolate, but I think that was last week, and I don't think that's necessary to do with this. Last thing, we've got Diane Clark saying the other bar is genius, so big plus for Darren there. I think that's everything we've got. Okay, so that's roundabouts. We've done that. Oh, Kingston Logic. We're just going to talk about this. It just seems to be something that's getting more and more ridiculous as the weeks go by. So we're going to have a regular feature where we're just going to start talking about the differences. Let's just calm that down slightly. The differences between the way the rest of the world see things and the way the Kingston lot see things. And we're going to start off with boycott. The traditional definition of boycott means to withdraw from commercial or social relations with an organisation as a punishment or protest. It's derived from the name of Captain Charles C. Boycott, 1832 to 97, an Irish land agent so treated in 1880 in an attempt instigated by the Irish Land League to get rents reduced. The Kingston lot's definition of a boycott is to bring 5 times your regular average away support, to get special banners made, to hire a plane, to spend a fortune on tickets, and to spend a fortune on food, drink and programmes in the ground. We'll bring you more on Kingston Logic in future weeks. Darren, prepare yourself.
The lexicon of chav. Of chav.
This isn't just any lexicon. This is the lexicon of chav, where each week we educate you, the educated elite, into the ways of the feral underclass that seemingly run our planet by providing you, yes you, detailed translations of common street talk. This week, the phrase under scrutiny is muggy. Common usage. You're a muggy little blighter, ain't ya? Definition. Someone who is lying, but sounds as if they could be telling the truth. Widely and incorrectly believed to have originated from the 2004 hit film The Football Factory, but in fact its earliest recorded usage in fact goes back to Ian Fleming's Casino Royale.
Thank you ever so much. Okay, let's have a look at what people are saying about us this week. I'll start this off. The abuse #MKDons get is completely unjustified. I know about the move, but surely people must learn to move on.
Reward for beating MK. Nando's lunch delivered for at AFC Wimbledon squad after training today from at your golf travel, just in case anyone was ever looking for a golf travel firm, I'm assuming.
We would presumably not use at your golf travel.
I will not be using it,
No.
even if I was a golfer, which I'm definitely not.
I
now.
was on the verge of starting, and I'm
well,
not going
okay,
to
that's-
now, purely as a result of that.
You're
Me and
boycotting it.
I'm boycotting it, but I'm going to
Shall we
boycott
go
it.
next
Booking it next
Tradition.
week. One here says, don't forget we'll be showing the full 90 minutes of the Wimbledon JPT win at MK from 12:30 before the Bury game.
See, I read
Which
that
I
as
think
they
is
were going to be showing it at
beautiful.
MK, which would be even better. But
Dele Alli, the subject of the back page splashing tomorrow's start on Sunday.
yeah, that finished that one. And actually, at the same time, the music did, which was totally random.
Can I just say, that said, turn to page 49 for more.
Yeah.
Turn to page 49, nothing.
Terrible.
I want my pound back. Margaret actually wrote to the Daily Star.
Oh, right, so there actually
she
wasn't
wrote
a more.
a very angry letter that hasn't heard. She begrudges that pound.
Yeah, I would begrudge that pound, definitely.
I paid a pound.
Okay, a few more. Thanks to Dele Alli, Will Grigg and Ben Reeves for being good at football and there for a weekend off. All the best on international duty, lads.
Yeah.
Milton Keynes Dons will be the strong favourites at home to Rochdale on Saturday. Our predicted odds 1 to 9.
There's a betting firm who used the Dons logo on Twitter, and they're trying to want to look like they're in and part of it, and they were tweeting right up until kickoff about the Rochdale match that was postponed 4 weeks before. They kept talking about the odds changing and things as well. It's like, this is really quite surreal right now.
Inside knowledge is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
This one here says, you wrote an accusationary article, got facts wrong on a pro MK blog that has been retweeted inaccurately, and I wonder where that came from.
He wasn't an AFC Wimbledon fan, he just happened to accidentally end up in the Kingston end by accident.
I don't like the colour of your car. What on earth are we going to do about this stalemate?
Better than I expected, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Taken in isolation, a disgusting club.
That's my favourite right
That's
there.
good, isn't it?
Not that bad, really.
Worst things happen at sea.
Going to get beaten at the weekend.
Which
Yeah.
is nice.
It is nice, okay. Just a little a new thing here.
Yes, we're going to bring you this new feature. We're going to call Grigg and Baker the Big Bakers. And fresh from the ovens this week, we've got a new roll called the Louis. It's distinctive in flavour and familiar, but handle it carefully as it drops to the floor at a moment's notice.
Hi, this is Andrew Ackerman inviting you to join me for Groove Lounge every Thursday night between 10 and 12 a.m. on Seclo Sounds, playing the very best in smooth jazz and soul. Groove Lounge on Seclo Sounds and TuneIn Radio.
Chatting away, enjoying ourselves, and realising this radio silence is terrible, isn't it? Look, coming up, what's left? Not much, really. We got some tweets, we got a tenuous link, that's about it. Oh, and the Bovril forecast, and the roundabout of the week, and we probably haven't got time for that now, but we'll see what happens. We'll probably talk to Adam as well and things, but yeah. Okay, what's coming?
Alright, that's me. At Dons for Life, wanting to play in the Championship. Do we really have to bother with all this? Getting promotion, lark. Hashtag must be an easier way. At Franny Danny, haven't felt this bored since last week's show. Scintillating. At Bletchley Bob, your travelling army of synthetic supporters will be taken away from you and thrown in the bin. Hashtag HMHB. At Orient for Life, plastic club stealers. And at MKP, wandering around the outside of the stadium and grinning to myself. Hashtag loving life.
Excellent. This just in. In a shock announcement today, Kingston FC made it known that fans who come to watch them at away matches should on no account be considered to be Kingston fans. The club spokesman explained that there is no link between someone buying a ticket, standing amongst the Kingston fans and generally supporting the club, and them being a supporter of the club. The true test of whether they're a Kingston fan or not should be whether they cause trouble or not. If they do, they're not Kingston fans. It's as simple as that, and that makes it the fault of the MK Dons. More on this once we've stopped giggling.
Yes, it's time for Tenuous Links again, where we start with two seemingly unconnected people or things, and then proceed to show by a series of progressively unrealistic and remarkably tenuous links just how they are indeed connected. This week we show how the very new Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi, and Dong's young starlet Dele Alli are indeed moulded from the same batch. Peter Capaldi played Malcolm Tucker in The Thick of It. Todd Carty played Tucker Jenkins in Grange Hill. Sweeney Todd used to turn people into meat pies. Meat was a character from the film Porky's. Pork is sold in a delicatessen. Delicatessens are known as delis, and I give you Dele Alli.
No, wrong one.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent.
Okay, as we all know, it's how difficult it is to plan ahead with accurate forecasting. We're proud to support the Bovril forecast.
My chair's making noises, sorry.
It's either that or it's the Bovril. It's brought to you by the lovely people at Forecast, telling the future one cup at a time. And the forecast this week is left alone for a week, growing stagnant, but stronger nonetheless.
Great one, thanks very much. Okay, we got any other... Did you say you got suggestions for the name of the bar?
Yeah, what about the concrete drink about?
The concrete drink about. That's kind of got something to it. I like
Or
that.
actually, we could, instead of renaming the East End one, maybe we could name one in the away end and call it the boycott
The
bar.
boycott bar.
The Boycott Tavern or something
We need to try and get that official somewhere because it is the boycott end. It
is.
There's no debate on that one. It's the boycott end.
It's going to appear on tickets soon enough.
Yeah. That'd be so great, the boycott end. Ah, yes, you're in the boycott end. It'll be cosy. Yeah.
We could just say it's named after Colin Boycott, the famous cowshed Colin.
He never had a surname, did he?
He didn't.
He
no.
has now.
Yeah.
Colin Boycott. Expect to see something next week with Colin Boycott's name on it. Okay, look, we're in the interesting position where we could play a piece of music. We could talk. I just want. I mean, Adam, look. Do you mind if I bring you back into this?
Of course.
Have some headphones.
Fantastic. I'm headphoned up.
You're headphoned up. In terms of the.
I know the question you were going to ask me.
How's it work with it? Well, go on. What
The
question
question
you
you were going to ask me was, which player are you sponsoring this year, Supporters Association?
That's exactly it. Which
That's
player are
the
you
one.
gonna-
It was on
Yes.
there. Well, historically, we've always sponsored Dean Lewington's socks.
Yeah.
But we thought we'd go for a change this year, and we would do a full sponsorship. It cost us more money, but we're happy to spend it on Mr. Lee Hodson.
The whole of Lee Hodson.
The whole of Lee Hodson.
That doesn't sound right, does it?
Who? He's
all of Lee Hodson sounds
all of
slightly
it.
better.
All of it, including the bionic boot at the moment.
Lee Hodson's bionic boot. There's features jumping out all over the place on this one. Wow, okay, that's
It's
exciting.
like SA branding on it.
It's so
It's like got SA branding on it.
yes, we've written on it. He was quite happy for us to sign. No, so the reason why we did that was because so Louis, we've always sponsored Louis in the past, but in terms of like giving stuff back to the Supporters Association, we felt if we did a full sponsorship, we'd be able to do that. So Lee's agreed to write a blog for us on a monthly basis. The first one has been out, and the second one's just about to. And he's also going to appear for us at 3 events. So that's pretty good. So we're just trying to kind of connect more with between the fans and the team, and we just thought that was a great way to do it. And
Although you
Lee's
say
really
it's-
happy to do it.
Although you say it's more money to actually do it, I suppose really what you're getting back, it's value for money.
Well, exactly that. And if you spend a bit, you get a bit back, and that's really what we thought. So the money's sitting in there, and it is the fans' money. So that's what we wanted to.
Can I
to
just
do.
make a quick suggestion before I forget about it and
Go
I
for it,
never get
Alf.
to air it? He's never scored a goal for us as far as I'm aware. But when he's fit and running again, could you get him to go about with a vest underneath his shirt saying MKDSA or listen to the MooCamp?
For the supporters.
And
Yeah,
when he-
for the support.
yeah.
So when he scores his goal, we can get a yellow card, take his shirt off and say, listen to the bloody radio show.
Does he have to get a card if he just lifts it above his head?
No, he doesn't get a book for that. That's
I don't
good.
think yeah, okay.
That would be great.
We'll ask him.
See,
Because
we're
I have a
expecting
hotline.
that. Yeah, and we've now got witnesses.
Yeah.
You said you were going to
I
ask.
said I guaranteed it.
You
Well, I
promised.
will. Okay, so I think
Have
actually
you got his number on your phone?
We could ask him now.
Because ring him up.
Ring him.
When on the
I
MooCamp,
need to ring him. He's listening.
Yeah, on the MooCamp, we used to sponsor. We sponsored Sammy at one point. We sponsored a few others, but sponsored Sammy at one point.
Yeah.
He used to come and wash my car at the weekends for it. It's really nice. You ought to
Oh,
tell
that's
Lee
good.
that's how it happens.
yeah, that's how it works.
That's the way it works. Yeah.
no, that's it exactly.
Great one. All right, look, we need to start ramming up. Mr. Modest, can you tell me roundabout? What was the roundabout of the week?
Well, surprise, surprise, the roundabout of this week was, as many of you managed to work out, Stacey Bushes. Yeah, and ironically, it's the first week since, we think, February, don't we? Somewhere
think
around there.
February.
Diane from Scousland hasn't guessed it's Stacey Bushes roundabout. Well done, everybody, apart from Diane, of course.
Yes, well done, everyone, except for Diane.
All those that have called in with the correct, called, text, tweeted, and everything else in with the correct answer, if you can grab one of us at the match, we'll get you some MooCamp radio badges sorted out.
Great one. Look, thanks ever so much for listening to the show. I hope you've had a fraction of the fun that we've had doing it, and I hope you're listening next week. The show was recorded live by 5 of us, which is a record. Have we had 5 in here before?
Yes.
All right then. We've equalled our record. When?
Hildy, Kitman.
But we had there was no
And Dan.
Dan wasn't here that
No,
week. Someone was missing that
there
week.
was a spare seat that week.
Oh,
There was-
okay,
there was 4.
ignore me then.
Okay, I think 5's the record. Anyway, we've got 10 seconds, so I'm going to shush you. Thanks ever so much. Yeah, we've had a great week, and we'll talk to you very soon, and I hope you have a lovely time.
MK Pulse proudly sponsors Seclo Sounds. MK Pulse is Milton Keynes' local magazine, bringing helpful information on food, health, fashion, money, travel, culture, and much more to 66,000 readers every month. Plus news, views, and what's on from around the city. If it's happening in Milton Keynes, it's in MK Pulse, and it's available online at www.mkpulse.co.uk. MK Pulse and Seclo Sounds.